We have a couple more things we need to do to make this usable. Let's go ahead and turn the hoop back on and go into the multi-hooping view. I'm going to drag this over so it's got the lamp. You would have to play with this, but I know how I hooped it, and it took 3 hoopings. I need another hoop, and if I click on it again, I get the hollow handles so I can free rotate it, and there, everything's covered. I can check how many hoopings, and it takes 3. So now I go to the design view and file, save as. Club, save. If this was the first time you were saving it, I would say no, export everything in one file. But I want to show you what happens with the multi-hooping, so I'm going to say yes, export one for every hooping. I'm not sure I'm making myself clear. I would do the no first and save one file so that if I wanted to come back in and edit it, I could. Then I would go back up and say save as again, and the next time I would say yes, and the computer will think, and then it will show me what is in each hooping. Right now you're seeing hooping 1, hooping 2. Notice it rotates it so it shows you how it will actually go in the machine. Is most of the chicken, but that last leg couldn't go in, and it couldn't go in the first hooping because it's on top of these other parts. And then that last hooping is the leg. Notice with the first hooping, you are getting registration marks, and this will be the last thing that stitches out in that hooping. Notice they're red. The next one, you will have registration marks again, and that you would sew in first so you could line them up with the registration marks on the first hooping. And then the last one, again you have registration marks, but that is what you're sewing to the stabilizer and then putting the fabric down on top of it. And I'm not sure that made sense, but I've explained it before in club, and I think I've shown it on my blog before too. So there's our chicken. I'm going to say close. I do want to show you with printing. Remember, if you're wanting to do this on fusible web, it needs to be reversed. And I stumbled across this idea by accident. You could say Control A, and you could mirror horizontal. Now the whole thing is mirrored. And at this point you can say File, Print, Options, and we could just print the applique patterns. Okay, and I'm going to go into Preview, and here's what you would see for your applique patterns. First, it would give you a printout of the whole thing, and notice it numbers your applique pieces in the order they need to go down. That is, if it was all done in one hooping. And then it gives you actual size patterns. And because I mirrored it before I came in here, it will print all of these, and then I can trace it without having to reverse them. If you didn't do that, then you would either have to trace it from the back of your pattern, or you would have to take it to a copier and mirror image it. Okay, close. I am going to undo that. Just remember, if you do flip it, you need to remember to flip it back. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. It's selected, so I'll just do that again. And there's our chicken. And I will show you a picture of what he looks like here at the end.